All right.
Say only nice things.
Thanks for the warning.
I have learned to warn Larry that I am recording.
I like it. I like it. So we can go ahead and get started. I don't think we're going to have too many people today. I'm going to turn this way because I have a flag that I have carted in from outside for this Pledge of Allegiance this morning. And we will do that. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, that was a pretty good makeshift flag situation. Stanley, would you mind leading us in prayer this morning?
Who did you say?
I said, can you lead us in prayer this morning?
Oh, me. Okay.
Yes, you. You're my official prayer leader. I don't know if you know that, but I'm going to lean on you for that.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for this organization and guide our new leaders as they get ready to start leading us through this coming year. We ask for special prayers for Larry and Larry's family for the loss of his mother. We ask that you watch over those that may be ill, suffering from the virus or any other diseases and problems that they may have, and for the loss of jobs. Watch over those and hope that the future will be hopefully much better. We ask all of this in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you. All right. So I was telling Chris, I was laughing, like I'm super paranoid. This is my list that we're supposed to go over. So the first thing is that membership dues are due. If you want to, you can email your dues to Angelina, or email your dues to Angelina using the P.O. box. You can also message myself or David, and we will come and pick up your dues anywhere in Turlock and deliver them for you. And I've also offered my Venmo, which people have been using, and you can Venmo me your dues if you are tech savvy, and we will take care of your dues for you. If you intend to rejoin and you've mailed your dues, you can also text message David, and we'll remove you from the list of people who are about to get a courtesy call to remind them to send their dues. So if you don't want extra calls, I mean, if you're lonely, feel free to leave yourself on the list. But if you're not lonely, I recommend pulling yourself off the list. The next thing is that we last week had our installation of new officers hosted at the Martin's house, which we thank them for again, because that was amazing. And somebody said, who are our new officers? So I thought in this call, I would list those off for you. So I will be the president. Larry will be the immediate past president. Mike is our first vice president, Mike Stack, because we have my one Mike. And Dennis is our second vice president. Norma and Chris Martin will be splitting the secretary role. Angelina and David will be splitting the treasurer role. And then our board of directors this year will be Rufus, Ron, Lance, Melinda, Davis, and Vern. So congratulations to those people on their new roles. Also, as part of that ceremony, Larry was given the Kiwanis Club Official Distinguished Service Award for his longtime commitment to the club and distinguished service. And we've asked him to take a selfie with his plaque when he gets it from Mike, and we'll show it to everybody who couldn't be there. One of the roles that is not completely filled, that is not necessarily part of our board, but is a really important role, are the advisor roles for Key Clubs. Since we are taking over the Key Club at Pittman, as well as possibly Delhi, and we have a couple Key Club advisors this year who can't maintain or can't stay from the prior year. We do have Key Club advisor positions available at Denair and at Houston that we need to fill immediately, and we will possibly have one at Delhi that needs to be filled as well. So if you are interested in being a Key Club advisor, long-term or temporarily, please let me know. If you want to try it out with someone else, and you don't have to do it by yourself. If you have a friend who is also a Kiwanis Club member, and you guys want to split the role, just like we have co-secretaries, we can have co-advisors for a club. I believe Melinda splits her club with someone as well. So that is on our list. And The last thing is that when the new board met, we did agree to move our board meetings to the first Tuesday of every month. So our next board meeting will be October 6th. And if you have something you want to add to that agenda, you can send it over to me via text message or email, and we'll get you on the list for that event. We're going to the first Tuesday. Thankfully, everybody was able to do that because I'm a Parks and Recs commissioner, and on the months that they meet on the second Tuesday. So I'm super thankful. That was my whole list. Does anybody else have anything? How is everyone doing? David has something.
Yeah, I just want to remind the board members that if you are reaching out to somebody on our list of unpaid members, please let me know before you contact them so that I make sure we're not doubling up, because I think at least one person heard from 3 of us. And so if you would just let me know before you contact them, that way we're just not, you know, we want to put pressure, but we don't want to put an excessive amount of pressure.
Maybe it makes them feel loved.
Everybody call Chris today.
Yeah.
Between 8:15 and 8:30. She does.
Excellent.
Excellent.
It's our new buddy system for the lonely. We just call you over and over again and remind you how important you are to us. I'm sure it was Brandon. I feel really bad because at the meeting I said, oh, I've already messaged Brandon again. I'll follow up with him. And I don't think anybody heard me. So then when I messaged Brandon, he was like, everyone has contacted me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. But also I recruited you. So I feel like I have to call you.
I did not write anything down from the meeting. So if somebody said something at the meeting that they were going to contact, I didn't write any of that down.
That's okay.
Call me.
They're just very well loved. We do love Brandon. Brandon, where are you? Why aren't you here? Join us.
Lastly, after you contact them, if they say yes or no, I'd appreciate it if you could contact me. Larry stepped up before his mom passed. Larry had stepped up and said, I'm going to contact probably almost 2/3 of that list. And so he's been keeping me informed.
And then one of the things that I'm going to try and have someone do in the next week is get us all a new member list. Because I know when I went to send out the Zoom link for installation dinner that the new couple, we just have a couple brand new people that aren't on that list yet. And so I want to make sure everybody has that list up to date as well. You have that? You are the best. Look, she's been like secretary for 3 minutes. She's already got a list. Impressive. I like it. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Yeah, and I'd say also if you'd like to, be a Key Club advisor, or you think you might want to be a Key Club advisor and you're not sure, maybe reach out to Melinda, who can tell you how great her Key Club is. And then you'll be convinced for sure. But we do have a couple Key Clubs left that really do need an advisor. From what I understand, it's only about a once a month commitment for most of the clubs, where you go to their meeting when they have their meeting, and then, kind of just help them guide through kid-oriented, Quanta approved activities. But they have an advisor on campus. It's not like you're the only adult there. That would be the other thing that I add. Like, the campus advisor is going to make them follow campus rules. You're just going to make sure that they're following Kiwanis and that they have our support when they need it. I think the main role of that club advisor person is to go back and forth between the two clubs.
Right. So speaking of Key Club, I joined their meeting this week. And Turlock High Key Club has 2 meetings a month, the 2nd and the 4th Tuesday, I think it is, or Wednesday of the month. So just a little info on what they're doing. They're currently looking for fundraisers, and they use the fundraiser money to help pay their dues for their club. And since typically they use the fireworks money, from script and stuff, but since they couldn't do that this year, that's why they're in a little bit of they don't have the funds. So I tapped into the meeting and gave them some suggestions, and so they're working on that. So I hope to hear soon about which ones that that they're able to do. So, and they are also the school, Turlock High, is doing all the clubs are making little care packages for all the firefighters and the people that are out there on the front lines battling the fires, which I think is a really neat thing that they're doing. So I was encouraged to hear that. So sounds like they're on a roll, even though that they're not meeting together. So, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Are there any updates from the CKI Club or the Action Club? David's trying to update, but I think he's muted. Poor thing.
It's okay. I was going to let her talk first, but for once she had nothing to say.
Such a gentleman.
So anyhow, CKI is meeting weekly, Friday afternoons. Today is their first service activity. They are getting pictures of books from the Smithsonian, and then they're going to take those pictures and type them, transcribe them to help create electric documents of old things. So they don't have to touch the old books. It gets emailed. They're going to sit together on the computer, and somebody will have music playing. They're going to chit chat and just type away all evening. So they've got that activity planned for today.
That's awesome.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Any other updates? I'm sorry, I'm like a total rookie running this. Anybody else have anything fun to say? I literally, the day before, Larry was like, do you want to start running meetings now? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Run the next 2 meetings. Then he wrote back and was like, I'm sorry, but my mom passed and you said you didn't mind. I'm like, no, of course I don't mind. But on the inside, I was like, oh no, I had 2 more meetings to memorize what to do.
Memorize.
I mean, I like literally like 20 minutes ago was like scrambling to write this list. And I was like, if people saw this in a real meeting, you guys would have more fun mocking me than you would possibly imagine. Anyhow, anybody else have anything today? Is this an 11-minute meeting? That sounds pretty sad. We have fun plans.
Well, you've already moved into about 5th place as great presidents, Allie.
5th place. I'm in the top 10. I like it. Sounds really impressive, except for that I know there's only been probably like 20 of you guys because you keep serving over and over again. So I feel like I'm pretty low. I'll try and strive for better. I mean, I had a flag. I should get extra points for that. I went out in the yard this morning and stole the flag.
That was impressive. Oh, you stole it. Where'd you
From
go
myself.
to Oh.
I took it off the front of my
Maybe
house
not
and
the
put it
cemetery.
on the piano so that you guys would have a flag because I don't have like a little Larry flag.
I was waiting for you to sit at that piano and play God Bless America or something.
You know, we'll save that for a desperate meeting with no agenda. We'll save that for later. It could happen. I did take those lessons, but as long as I don't have to sing it, we're all good. If I have to sing it on this Zoom call, no one's ever going to come again. Might break people's electronics. It wouldn't be okay.
How's Starbucks looking there, Lance?
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Are you starting a Kiwanis Starbucks delivery service where we like order
Absolutely.
and you bring it? Because I'm 2 blocks away. I'm just saying you can drop off coffee.
You know, it says we're open. So
We could start meeting in our cars in the parking lot.
We could start meeting in our cars in the parking lot.
well, there's one group of guys. There's 8 of them sitting there, so there's space for 2 more. See, you can only have 10.
You and one.
10 per cohort though, right? So we could have a group of 10 and then 6 feet away have another group of 10.
Yes. Well, there's several groups out here, but the largest group is 8. So
We're gonna have to start cohorting our club if this lasts much longer. It'll be like, okay, here's your 10 buddies and you meet once a month.
Yeah.
there you go.
I think that's the only other thing that I was going to mention, if anybody needs it or wants it, is I did receive a flyer from the counseling service from the First Behavioral Health Urgent Care Center here in town, and they've opened their free counseling to all ages. So if you know anybody who needs counseling, they can contact them. You can text message me and I'll give you the flyer. You can't auto refer your wife to counseling, David. I saw that. But if you know anybody who needs that, they did send it to several clubs and things. So I got it for my role here, not for my role at work. So
He just knows how difficult it is to deal with him.
So what you're saying is you need couples counseling.
That would go well.
I don't know if you know this, but if nothing else, couples counseling is an hour where you're not in the house with your children. So I highly recommend it. It's like a date you pay extra for.
Yeah.
Supervised date.
Well,
It's
hold
like
on.
suddenly becoming 16 again.
Allie, could your flyer be something that maybe you post or in an email? Maybe send it in an email.
I can do that. I'll forward it over to Chris and she can attach it to the email. I also am going to send what was on the agenda because I think going forward for those people who don't want to watch the 15-minute video, we can give them a snapshot of what happened in an email, either
That's
from
what I was thinking.
on the bottom
Yeah.
Chris's link, because I think
Yeah, for people who
I
can't
do know people
join.
are watching them because sometimes someone will mention something from the video, but I don't think the number of people watching them is super high. I think it's kind
Yeah,
of
so when I post a YouTube video, I can see how many people have watched it. And each week we do have people that are going back and watching them. So
Yeah.
that's good.
All right. Well, I think sadly, if no one has anything else, we are done 15 minutes in. World's fastest Kiwanis meeting when you can't find anyone. Everybody owes me a quarter for not having anything to say. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I had a 3-hour meeting yesterday, so a 15-minute one today is going perfect for me.
I appreciate how honest you are about how fast this is, but I appreciate everybody showing up today. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with Larry, and we hope that he can join us again next week. And I think we're done. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allie.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Hey.